Hi everyone, it's Jody. I'm back now from LA. I'm actually here at the Spartanburg Chamber. They're coming today to, it's called the Launch Something webinar, or seminar rather. I chose this over going to the Diversity Connections at a steakhouse because it was more of a CEO type arrangement. And with this, they're actually going to be talking about how to launch a website. So I figured this would probably be more business owners looking to take advantage of online marketing, and I would just drop in and see how it is. Hey, it's Jody. I'm here at City Range. It's a steakhouse here in Spartanburg. I'm actually going in for a series called Diversity Connections, and what it is, it's a lunch meetup networking event where they're going to be talking about the diversity of the cultures in Spartanburg and how they can all mesh together. We go in and do a bit of networking, and I'll see if I can video something while I'm in there, and I'll let you know how it goes whenever I get done.
Not necessarily in there. Trust me, I bet that a lot.
All right, so that was actually pretty cool. The Diversity Connections, the topic was sweet tea and tacos. And it was a guy who actually was born and raised in this area, and he married a lady from Mexico. And he talked about the differences in the diversity between her being from Mexico and some of the stereotypes and things from that, along with the integrating into the Southern culture. So it was actually kind of cool. He kind of told some stories and didn't actually talk about advertising, which owned an advertising agency, other than the fact at the end of that's where he was from. It was a great group. We went in, everyone stood up, did like their 30 to 60 second commercial, and I wasn't really expecting that. So one of the things is you want to make sure that you're always prepared whenever they do that, and always prepared with business cards with you, because I actually had to come by the office this morning to pick them up because I didn't have them with me. So always make sure you keep an extra supply either in your glove box or in your center console, so you're never caught without having those business cards. So it was a great event. Had a couple of people. I invited people to my live event on October the 16th because that's one of the great things about going to these events. Tomorrow, I have three things I'm going to do actually. I'm going to actually go to a Toastmasters meeting in the morning at 7:45. Not looking forward to getting up that early and driving 45 minutes to another city, but we're going to do that. Also, then there's going to be a B&I meeting at 11:30 tomorrow, and then at 4 o'clock is a council meeting with a section of the chamber called the Boiling Springs. It's a little town north of Spartanburg, which is all still in that same county, which is covered by that. So I'm going to check out that council meeting to see what kind of people show up for that. One of the things that's actually done to also now show you is one of the things you want to do for your live event is you want to run Facebook ads. So I'm going to go ahead and show you now exactly what I put in for Facebook ads. They're still in pending status, and so we'll be able to watch the journey going through and look at which ads are being clicked on and which ads are not being clicked on, and make some adjustments so that you can see how that process goes moving forward. So here's my Facebook ad campaign dashboard, and what I've done basically is I've created several ads, and I'm going to go through and show them to you. The first one here is Social Media Crash Course, free live event helping Spartanburg area businesses get more customers. Register now. Coming down here to the next one, and it's Local Media Crash Course, need more customers, free workshop, helps dominate online. Register now. And then finally, I used a different graphic, Social Media Crash Course, need more customers, find them online, free workshop at Spartanburg Chamber, register now. So I have two with the same picture, one with a different picture with different words, and we're going to go through and see which one is going to get the most traction. Now, the reason I put Spartanburg Chamber on the third one was, you can see I have a different number of users, and the reason I did that is I'll go in here and show you what I did. If I go in here to edit this, what I did is I did it based on, it's in the United States, it's in Spartanburg, and this one I included cities within 50 miles, because if I do it within 25 miles, which is what I have the other two ads for, it only gives me 5,740 people. If I go to 50 miles, which will include Charlotte and also include Greenville, and the reason I'm doing that is when I did this earlier in the year in Greenville, and I put it to that 50-mile radius, we actually had someone drive from Hendersonville, North Carolina, down to Greenville to come to, they saw the ad online and drove down to come to the workshop. So I did that. I selected business and technology, and you can see here with the check mark, I selected small business owners because that's who I'm looking for. The connections can be anyone, and then I set my budget at $20 per day, and I want to run it starting today. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save on this because I changed it back and forth to make sure that it's saved. And That's really as hard as it is. You just go through, set up your billing, and then go through and make 3 ads. What I did here is I used the top of my flyer that I showed you last night, and those are my Facebook ads. Now these are all in pending mode because I just created these not too long ago, and so these will start running hopefully tomorrow. And you can see the suggested bids with like 163 to 377, 157 to 366, 167 to 372. What I suggest you do, and what I did on all these, is that I made my bid $1.70. Because if I go back in here and close these up, it'll show you the bid over here to the right. I bid 170 on each of these, so that that kind of keeps me consistent. And you want to put it just a little bit more than what they suggest. They're not going to charge you the 170. They're going to charge you whatever they can run the ad for. They may charge a little less, may charge a little more, but this is actually going up a little bit. And if I ran it to a Facebook event, which I may go back and do, it could drop that cost per click down some. But right now, the reason I'm running it at cost per click instead of cost per impression or CPI is because I don't know which ad works. And so if an ad doesn't work, it doesn't really make sense to pay for impressions. I'd rather pay for actual clicks at this point. So we'll take a look at this and see where we are once the ads have been approved. Now, it's taking these a little longer than usual, but if you're going to do ads, I usually suggest you do them like late at night, like like, I don't know, 9 or 10 o'clock at night. They tend to get approved quicker than the ones that are created during the day. Now, I just made these. It's around 3 o'clock here on the East Coast, or noon on the West Coast. So we'll see how long it takes these to get accepted. There shouldn't be any problems with them because they're very similar to ads that I've run before, and you'll be able to take a look and see which ones of these get the most traction. So with that, I look forward to talking to you tomorrow after I get back from my networking events. Take care, everyone.